Good evening, YouTubers. Welcome to episode 123 of Shrigleytube TV. Firstly, I want to thank everyone for watching, who did watch the NEC video and last week's video and made a nice comment. Hope you enjoyed what you saw, and all the people that came to see me on the stand and wish me well and say thank you for the videos. I really appreciated it. It was nice to meet up with you all. So I hope you enjoyed them videos. This week, I'll be honest, it's been a bit another slow one. We've been recovering, although we have managed to dyno one engine and condemn it and finish another one, and we've actually got the third one on the dyno and running in. So we have made some progress and unloaded. A bit of a slow start to the week. The NEC sort of zapped me a little bit. I was whacked for the first Monday, certainly. Tuesday we were okay. But it's a good week, and we actually got Bob Jones on YouTube. I can't believe it. He's like, this was a baby step that I've been waiting for. He appeared, he spoke before he ran off. So hopefully more to come from Bob in the future. Don't know why it's such a big thing to me, but anyway. Right, I'll stop waffling, let you get on with the video. Hope you enjoy what you see. Have a great week, and I'll look forward to seeing you all next Sunday at 7. Bye for now. Good morning, YouTubers. It's Monday morning. Just returned from the show last night, quite late on. The truck is absolutely brimmed with treasure that we didn't find a home for, unfortunately. It was a great show. I really enjoyed it. I'm absolutely knackered before I even start today. But I have had a good think and a good chat with myself. And I've decided that I think we're going to knock the shows on the head. They're great for a chat and a catch up with customers. But realistically, because we've got a workshop full of machines that machine things, it's like financial suicide, spending so much time away from the workshop to prepare to take parts to a show which don't really have a high monetary value. So, you know, a lot of things like £5 and £10, the cost of being there, hotels, fuel, time off work, it just doesn't stack up. So we're gonna have to be a bit of a businessman about this, because otherwise we can just be a very busy person for no reason. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sift through this I'm gonna go in the workshop now, try and do a morning's work, get my head on my engine. That should put my brain in a good position. Then we'll go to the other site at Leafy Cheshire. I'll get out what I think is worth keeping. The rest of it's in the skip, because what I've got to take into account is the cost of storage. You know, every inch of space that I pay for, it has to make money, or the business will go backwards. So all these bits that I've held on to forever, you know, hoping to marry him up with the person who wants to buy it, you know, then, you know, it's just, it doesn't stack up. It's like I hoarded, like, say, a Renault 4 tailgate that was in pretty good condition for like 4 years. I've took it to the shows. Eventually, I found a bloke who had a Renault 4. He was on the stand. I offered it him. I wanted like 40 quid for it. He bid me a tenner. I just wanted it to go to someone who could make use of it. So I said, fine. I had a right-hand drive steering rack as well. I thought, he's got to have that, hasn't he? A right-hand drive rack, loads of them in this country, left-hand drive. 10 quid, didn't want it. And I thought, that's the message, Andy. This stuff has no value. You're wasting your time. So that's the new plan. We're going to concentrate on building imp engines, because I enjoy doing that. I enjoy the machining. I love the dynoing. And this is a distraction. I may still do a show, but I'm going to try and find a new product that is like something that everybody with every classic car wants. And it's new and it's shiny and it doesn't weigh 5 tons. So I can just put it in the back of my Passat, drive to the NEC with one table, minimum overheads, and sell one product. And I'll still get to talk to all my customers, maybe have a little imp engine on display. But it doesn't require, you know, a van full of gear to be shifted in and out, wrecking your back and all the rest of it. I do enjoy it. What I'm trying to say is I love the participation, the people there. I met just the loveliest bunch of people you've ever met in your life. You know, everyone who came on the stand, really enjoyed talking to them, and just They're just a good bunch. The classic car gang. I don't think you'll get a better gang in the world, you know. They're just like, they're all enthusiastic. I mean, that Gregory, he made my day with the Audi All-Road, you know. Fancy going all the way to Birmingham and meeting a bloke who's got a similar collection of scrap Audis as I have, although his are probably very pretty and in mint condition. But yeah, that was good, that. I enjoyed that. Anyway, I'll stop waffling. I'm going to open up the workshop. I'm going to crack on, get my head on that engine, and then this afternoon we'll go there. And Bernie's just texted me to say he's coming in to help with the wiring, so that's great. I'll have a chat with him as well. Okay, I've stopped moaning now. Okay, chaps, I gave up putting my head on my engine. I did manage to get 4 pistons in and machine them, and then I thought, you know what, we'll go to the unit. Doesn't the van fit well in the doorway there? It's like a glove. But I thought better get this unloaded because we need to use the van for other things. And there's just one thing concerning me, is that I seem to be turning the new workshop into exactly the same sort of scruffy, messy layout as the old workshop. As you can see, we've got Bernie. Look at him.
Back again.
Back again. He just absolutely loves the job. Bernie, I'm not normally very good at, delegating jobs, but if I'm just going to go and sort some stuff out in the back room over there, if you could just unload that into the workshop.
Put it on time lapse and see how long it takes me.
Time lapse, mate. It's like you're on time lapse, you work that fast. It wouldn't surprise me. Anyway, I'm only joking. I won't do that to you. Brill, I'll get unloading. Bernie's going to look at the power box. This is our new power line from the main thing. We've got a new proper box on the wall, and then that's going to feed all the machines in the circle we're going to have here. So, absolutely belting that. Good progress. Just wish I could shape as well as him. You know what, Bernie? I'm beginning to feel quite at home here at Leafy Cheshire. It looks just like my place at the workshop in Stretford, doesn't it? Just
can't believe it all came out there.
I know, there's so much more to come. Anyway, I've been emptying my boxes, and I have actually made some order. We've got like Toyota carburetors, Ford, manifolds, and then this is what I'm going to try and throw away. I've not done it yet, but I'm pretty strong. I'm feeling good about it at the moment. I'm going to just bin it. Got Mr. Benoy's engine in, and we've got space in the van, so I'll go and deliver the tables back to my mate Tom. Got some boxes there to fill up back at the unit. How are you doing with the wiring, Bernie? It's looking very professional.
Getting there slowly.
Yeah. Got the new box on the wall. Excellent. Well, at least you've achieved, mate. That's all we can say. Good morning, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, I should say, in case there's any females watching. It's highly unlikely, but there's a small chance. It's Tuesday morning. I've had a right good kip. I'm fully charged. I've got to be honest, yesterday I should have just stayed at home. I was flat. There was naught left in me. But we did manage to achieve. I got my pistons machined and in this block. I didn't quite get the head on because it was dinner time and Bernie had already gone over to the new unit, so I couldn't leave him on his own for too long. So anyway, we had to go there to get the van unloaded. So we did achieve, but I wasn't with it. Anyway, today's another day. We're gonna have a good run today. We're gonna spend all day in the workshop, get this head on, get the sump on, and finish running the one on the dyno in there. My new Jubilee clips have arrived, so this is the second time I've ordered Jubilee clips because the first ones were rubbish. So these were £3 more expensive, so I'm hoping they're not made out of rubbish material. Anyway, I'll get that finished and then try and get this built. We're here again tomorrow, and then Thursday we're back at the workshop and my friend Nick, who's a subscriber, very kindly agreed to come and paint the dyno room, which would be a massive help because we can start getting all these tables unscrewed. Once this is running the dyno, and we've got another one to run, which is just a cam change, that's it then. Tools down, workshop shut, and we're on full move because I want to be out of here. You ready for this? I want to be clear by the end of the month. That's the end of November, so I don't have to pay rent for December. We'll see how we get on. Okay, chaps, I was hoping to get a little bit further with this. I've got the sump on, I've got the head on, done the shims, cam timing, etc. And I've had a phone call from Jack just now to say he's got the big truck at the old B&J site where he used to work, which is where the new stacker truck is. So I'm going to head off there now with a gas bottle. Hopefully we'll get this thing started, get it outside and get it loaded up in the truck. The Taylor Road site. Some of you might remember this used to be B&J racing engines. It's now a tyre place. This yard used to be full of Bob's treasure. In there, stood there many a day, building engines. This used to be full of Lotus Cortinas and containers with engines in them. But now, it's all gone. But this was Bob's old stacker truck. And basically I said to him, look, you know, can I buy it for scrap? He'd left it here. The guys didn't use it. It's actually a good truck, this. So Jack's very kindly offered to move it back to my unit, help me unload all the machines out of my unit. Proper job, that crane, Jack, isn't it? That's not even sweated at that, has it? I can buy even bigger things now. Now I know you can lift that.
Right, you won't be wanting to when you get the bill.
Oh, mate. Right. I'm going to go to the other unit and I'll see you in a bit. YouTubers, it's Wednesday morning. Look what's arrived. My new stacker truck. It's raining, which isn't the best, but there you go. It's a Samuk. It started on the button. I put a battery on it, got a fresh gas bottle. Boom. She was away. So I've just come out here with a screwdriver, a little break. I've been getting my friend Mike's engine ready to go on the dyno. Just got to do some modifications to the exhaust system. And I thought, I'd no love at all for the last sort of, well, I think Bob had forgotten he'd even owned it. It was left in his old yard that we went to yesterday. And it was so cheap. It just means that now I can control everything myself. I can basically get all the machines out of the workshop, place them out here. Jack can put them on the back of his 3.5 ton truck rather than his 18 truck. And it'll be a lot cheaper to move everything to the new unit, which is obviously a good thing. So I've got to fix the handbrake. Apart from that, I think she's good to go. I was going to get carried away and do an oil service, but it only idles. Maybe when the sun comes out we'll do that. We've got Mike's engine back together. It's got 4 pistons with no holes in it now, so hoping to get a tune out of this, but I've got another little job that I've got to do first. Now, I think Mike must have a little cutout in his back panel, so I'll put this on to replicate. What this is all about is I've had a bit of exhaust pipe bent, and I'm gonna weld that onto the end of the pipe here because I want to increase the overall length of the exhaust. By changing the length of the exhaust system overall, it changes. It's not a rob and well, it's a rob and a gain basically. From what I've experienced, if we make it longer, it puts a bit in. It comes on cam earlier basically, but it does hurt it at the top. So this engine, I'm particularly interested in trying to claw back some mid-range torque because I do believe that with these tin top cars where they've only got 4 speeds and they're relatively heavy, that the better the spread of torque, the better the engine feels on track. So I'm just going to have to speak to Mike about this, make sure I'm on the right track because there's no way that's horizontal. There's something wrong there. And this is all as it came, so it's all the correct height. So I'll look at that and then we'll get that welded and we'll get on the dyno. But in the meantime, so excuse the extreme mess of my workshop. This is an engine that's been dropped off by my mate Neil. Neil and Finn have a G15 that they hill climb. And we're not quite sure what's happened to this, but he said basically that it doesn't rev past 7,500 RPM. So I said, well, bring your coil, which is why I've got the coil there, and all your bits. And what we'll do is we'll just put it on the dyno and see what it's doing. because to take it apart without running it would be silly. You know, let's find out what its problems are. It's one of my engines, done a short while ago. It's not been toasty hot, so I can't see why it'd have any major issues. It's had a distributor change. They've obviously put one of these 123 type discs in it, so it could be something really simple that's up with it. But he did say, I think it's a full race engine, this, with like a GE3 cam. It's on the hill with 4 speeds. Again, they'll get, even if we lose top end horsepower, that mid-range gain we'll get from putting a milder camshaft in it will be a significant help over any 100 horsepower we see at top end. So that's going to go on the dyno next. I'm just going to finish off the last engine for our friend in Ireland, and then get that one done, get my Jubilee clips on. This is going to go on next, and then we'll get on with Mike's, and then we can close the workshop for good. I'm going to miss being at Moss Road. Just check these boys out. Okay, chaps, quick update. It's Wednesday, late afternoon. I've finished this one now. This is the engine going to the space frame race car in Ireland. So I've done everything that I wanted to finish off on it. I've got my new Jubilee clips. I've just made a couple of, not particularly posh, but just little clamps, you know, to hold the water pipe in place, because this water pipe, if it gets a shake on, as you all found out at Brands Hatch, it can fracture this part of the cooler here, especially if you do what I did, which was I attached this pipe to the back panel of the car rigidly, thinking I was clever, but because of the engine's movement, it was effectively tugging on it, and eventually it fractured there and started leaking water and caused me to finish the race early, so that was no good. So I'll mention that. I'm going to suggest that he brings the other pipe along here and then comes off this clamp. So I've got all them on. My new Jubilee clips are on. We've tidied the plug leads up. I've just had a little play with it, just messing around, just making a few notes on the advance and things like that. And yeah, it's in the out tray, ready to go. I'll give it a quick fire up. Very sweet, this one. For Weber's anyway. Okay, chaps, we're on and running with the little engine of Neil and Finn's. Not quite sure what's going on with it. I've changed the dizzy because it was wouldn't fire up with the original one in, but anyway, it gets to 7.5 like they say. Quite a good 275. .2, and it's just missing. That feels electrical to me. It doesn't feel like a fueling issue. However, we have got some bubbles coming out of the header tank, which may indicate there's a cylinder issue. Let's go back there. Interesting. Okay, chaps, it's not good news for Neil and Finn, I'm afraid. You saw the steam and the pressure coming out of the header tank, and the other giveaway is we've got a bit of emulsification in the oil. What I do is I put a cold screwdriver in the pot, and if I look at the different spark plug colours, I can see straight away that number one looks like it's got globules on it and a funny colour on the end. Can you see it? Like strange. Anyway, if I pull this out now, it's been in for a few seconds. Oh yeah, can you see the water on it? That's where the water's, you see the water's condensated all the way up it. If I rub it on my glove here, water. Yeah, probably might be able to see something if I let's get a torch. I can just... So, unfortunately, it looks like there's water getting past the wheel string. It could just be a simple case of the wheel string has rotted through or just something simple like that. I don't think it's anything major because the temperature sticker that has been put on the engine, although I don't believe I put it on because it's not straight, and I would never put one on at that angle. Anyway, it's not been hot, so it's got good oil pressure. Everything else seems good, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to ring them and say, look, I'm not able to look at this until the new year now. They're not out anyway, but it's going to be head-off tackle. So what I'll do is I'll put the plugs back in, and I'm going to drain the water out of the engine completely, and then run it up for 30 seconds to make sure that there's no water in the ringland or anything that could decay the engine while we have it standing. And then we'll spray some WD-40 in the inlets, etc. Try and dewaterize the engine, and then it's ready to come apart again. Then it won't decay or get any worse than it already is. Okay, chaps, it's Thursday late morning. I'm in what's going to be my build room. My mate Nick, the subscriber, the Alpha Man. How are you doing, Nick?
All right.
Good lad.
Going well.
Going well. He's a painter decorator by trade. I bet he wish he never told me now. But he's getting the first coat on. He's put like a preparing layer on, which is help it bind. And he's going round. I've just been telling him I'm going to clean these tiles. They're a standard tile, so I'll just replace those tiles there and them, and then it'd be a nice something I can, we get a splash. It'd be easy to wipe the splash back like, That's my little door that leads to the other room, but we brought it down because we've got the fan heaters on to keep it warm. Hey up, Ron Speed. Shit. Ron! Hey, Ron, everyone knows you from the Imp Club, mate, so we've got to have a little chat with you. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Good.
I'm doing okay.
Building your little car up?
I can't believe what a mess I made of that, building that engine the last time.
Well, it was in lockdown, and had you been poorly?
Yeah, couldn't. When I started stripping it apart.
Yeah, but you've had a treat when I came to your house.
It just looked like one of the red arrows.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that was your fault. I think there was a batch of, we called them triangular shaped D's rings at the time.
Yeah.
But with your Maynard pistons, you'll be absolutely fine.
You could tell now it's much tighter. It turns better, and
good.
So he wants to get this cam thing sorted. I'm laughing.
Yeah, it's got cam codes to sort, and brilliant. Well, I was going to ask you some other questions. It's a wedding you're doing, isn't it? You're going to come to National Weekend next year.
Where is it?
I don't know. I think it's down south.
I think it's where?
Down south.
All right. It was going to be announced at.
Was it?
Meeting the
AGM.
Yeah.
I've not heard anything.
I haven't.
Oh. Real right. Well, I was just making a quick video about my new white room. I was dead happy about it. My mate Nick. Yeah, it's gonna be like white.
Yeah.
My mum and dad have had a new settee, so I said, "Can I have your old one?" So I'm gonna put the settee there, so we can have a bit,
cool.
Bit of a sit down on the job.
I should have brought those pieces of wood that I had.
Oh, don't worry. I've got a big piece of wood. I just forgot where it was.
Yeah.
Real right.
I'll leave you to it.
Thank you.
Thanks for sorting the cam carrier out.
No, I'll come and see you now.
I'll see you soon.
Really rare sighting in the wilderness here. It's Bernie sat down
Having a cup of tea.
Having a cup of tea. You remind me of. You probably won't have seen him on Shrigleytube because a long time ago was a guy called Frank who was like a machinist, and he was like 78 years old. And
Thanks, you're 78 years old.
No. Oh no, but same style as you, right? I used to say to him, "Come and get some dinner. Come and have a sit down for half an hour and all that." And he always used to eat his cheese sandwich stood at the side of his lathe. And he said, for like 30 years of his working life, if he wasn't stood by his machine having his sandwich, his charge hand wanted to know why. So now, the only time he eats his cheese sandwich is at the side of it. He said, "I can only enjoy it when I'm stood here."
Yeah.
I felt so bad for him, but he's happy, but yeah. Mate, how's it going? Looking good, looking like some more wiring going on.
Yeah.
Got 2 plugs now.
Got 2 plugs now, yes, another one. Yeah.
I did, yeah, because we're gonna put 2 lathes in a row here. We're gonna create a circle of machines so that I can run around in the middle of them all. Sorry, go on.
Run around in circles, yeah.
Oh yeah, well that's all I do anyway, isn't it?
That's all usual, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know how I make a living, I'll be perfectly honest with you. We've just temporarily, Bernie gave me a lift this morning, put these bars in. This is the remainder of the NEC show that I will be keeping. And what we're going to do is I'll put them in just because it's the best way to get them straight. What I'll do is I'll chock them with some wood, get the still saw, chop, and then we'll use the bits of metal, turn them round, and we'll create 2 posts because it's supported there by that main one, but I didn't have another one of those, you see. So that'll give us a doorway to get in out. So we could do with keeping the fire exit clear, you know. So we've got plenty of treasure left over, some 65 Essex pistons, 1 million distributors and a load of magazines. But that's about it. Most of it's going to go in the skip. Anyway, I better stop waffling and do some work because these guys are putting me to shame. Glorious in leafy Cheshire, isn't it, Paul? Hey, Paul, you just tell me about your stress relieving strategy you've got going here with Bob. What's this? Is this how you stress relieve the pistons before you build the engines?
Yeah.
Oh, mate. How's life treating you? All right?
Fantastic.
Are you excited about moving in?
Can't wait.
Really?
Can't wait.
Hey, the sunshine's gorgeous. Look at it. Rained all day yesterday in Stretford. I was trying to steam clean my new stacker truck in the rain.
Back at it in the future and I'll be like, why didn't I just do it with plastic pipe that was new and
Because,
fresh?
mate, reusing things is the way forward. I appreciate that you had a burst. You've caused an electrical fire in the workshop. And disconnected the water up and we had a little bit of an issue with some second-hand copper pipe. But Andy, you attempted to recycle, and that's what's important.
Yeah.
And save me money.
You're paying the
it's
bill.
Bob! Quick, get Bob on
Are you
YouTube!
a no-show tomorrow?
A what?
Are you a no-show tomorrow?
Yeah, no show. Working tomorrow, Bob.
Right.
Bob's been on YouTube, can't wait. I feel like celebrating. It's like the first time.
As if you never got him on
Do you know what it
YouTube.
reminds me of? We used to go to a club called Maxime's and my mate Dave T used to stand at the side. He never ever danced for the first 4 years and then one day he danced on the dance floor and everyone was like, don't make a fuss about it, he might stop. Right.
Okay.
Andy, thanks for your help anyway. And Nick, mate, the room looks absolutely amazing. Can't believe it. It's so bright in here. I can't wait. My mum and dad have donated an old settee to me, so we can sit down in here. It's gonna be ace. It's gonna be cosy, and it got warm quick as well with them fan heaters. Right, wonderful. Thanks again.
Before you put the shutter down.
Okay, chaps, it's Friday morning, mid-morning. Got the mic engine on the dyno, about to fire it up. But there's a knock at the door. Famous racing driver, Paul, new to the imp job. But just so people understand where you're from, Paul, we'll just zoom in. That is Paul's beautiful car. You might remember I did a video about it from Cadwell Park, wasn't it, where we met up? Yeah, and you got me some tickets very kind, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah, how's it been then, first season in the imp? Was it second?
What did I do? I can't remember now. I got a second at Brands, yeah.
No, sorry, second season, is it?
No, first season in the
First
car.
season, is it? Yeah.
But I've had a bad look at Snetterton where we broke the output shaft.
Oh, and the gearbox, yeah.
Yeah, and then where was we? Castle Coombe, end of the season. Broke the input shaft, lap 7.
So you've done-
wounded.
You're not getting on with the gearboxes very well,
no,
are
I
you?
keep breaking the gearbox.
Yeah, but this man, he knows what he's doing. He's an aircraft engineer and you've polished it all up now, haven't you?
We got it sorted, yeah.
It won't fail again. And you've had the output shafts remade as well, haven't
Yeah,
you?
we have, yeah.
In one piece.
We've had them built machined out of
Yeah.
one piece metal, yeah.
They do them as a one piece to suit a donut with a yoke, but they don't do them as a one piece to suit the 100mm CV.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. So I might have to have a couple of those off you for my space room, if I ever get it done.
Well, if anybody needs them, get in touch and I'll put you in touch with the people that made them.
Brilliant. What's the plans for next year then, full season?
Full season, yeah. Just got to get the car rebuilt now. Obviously, got the engine and box back in after the rebuild.
Yeah.
Just doing a few little modifications on it, like I said to you about, so I can make the engine, get the engine out better.
Yeah, quick release.
And then want to put some new windows in it, touch the bodywork up, and then we're good to go. Start doing some testing in and
Excellent.
first rounds March, I think, at Donington.
Yeah.
So looking forward to that.
Oh right, I'll come and see that. I
Get
think.
sorted out, yeah.
I love watching the special scene. That's where it all started for me, because that car that you've got there, I saw that, like 25, well, probably 35 years ago, when I was a kid, going around when special saloons were.
Yeah. When I seen it, I just fell in love with it. Thought I've got to own it.
Because you never had them before, have you?
My first road car was an Imp.
Oh, was your first?
That's why I got into it.
That's why you got into it. Because was you looking for an X6R4, weren't you?
I've always wanted to own a 6R4 Metro.
Right.
But they're stupid money now, way out of my budget. So I was looking, I'd been planning to build a replica.
Right.
I was going to put an Audi V6 in the back of one.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find a body shell that was at an affordable price because people realise what people do with them. They just put the prices up, and I weren't prepared to. I couldn't find a body shell that weren't rotten. So I thought, I got disheartened. I thought, sat on the fence and thought, see what happens. Then my mate phoned me and told me that they knew where there was 3 cars for sale.
Right.
And I went to see the Imp and I just fell in love with it. I thought, I've got to have that car.
It is a stunning car, that
Yeah.
one, and it's got a cracking history as well.
It has. That's the thing about it, the history. And I met Brian Cutting this year,
Have you?
which was good. Yeah, it was nice.
Oh, wicked.
So he came to Castle Coombe. It was good. It was just sadly,
Yeah.
we broke the car that day. He'd
Oh.
only done 7
Mate,
laps.
You have to expand and get yourself. Then you've got it all on dry connectors. Take a spare gearbox with you.
Well, that's it.
And you
That's
can
what
just
we gotta
chop
do.
and change it in
that's
10 minutes.
I have a spare car.
Yeah, full spare running gear you need.
Yeah,
Cost of the events, you need it, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
No, it's
brilliant.
good. But yeah, no, looking forward to next year. We've learnt a lot this year. Got to grips with the car. We know where we're going. So
You remember the plan?
let's see what happens. Yeah,
Excellent.
I'll get the budget through work, bless them.
That's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, work the overtime, pay for the racing. That's
Excellent.
the plan. So yeah, but no, it's good.
Well, thanks for speaking to us, Paul,
Yeah.
and yeah, we'll
All
look
the
forward
best.
to getting another video of you next year.
All right, later.
Cheers. Okay, YouTubers, hope you've enjoyed what you've seen tonight. If you have still got a little bit left in you, then I've stolen a video off YouTube, and you know, the reason I put this video on this next one is purely because we have such a varied range of viewers. We have people that just watch because they like to learn about engines, and then we have some really clever people who are like in the industry and understand far more than I'll ever understand, that also watch Shrigleytube. So this video is just a basics video that some chap's done, but I don't know why I'm addicted to old videos, but I just love it. It's like, it's got to be like 1980s or something. But he's just explaining how when fuel mixes with air, what happens, but he does it in such a clever way and very simple. So hope the novices out there enjoy this part of the video, and if you already know it, it was still quite interesting to see. Okay, I'll leave it at that. Have a great week. Bye for now.
How petrol used to burn, or how people used to observe petrol burning for many, many hundreds or even thousands of years. And I'm going to do this. Now, petrol, of course, is very dangerous. So we have the flammability sign, the toxic sign on it, and we have to take great care when we burn even the tiniest amounts of petrol, because it is very, very flammable. And that's, of course, why it's so useful as a fuel. So I'm going to start off here, taking a small quantity of petrol in with my teat pipette here. I'm going to place it onto my fireproof mat, and then I shall set fire to it. Now, once I've set fire to it, I'm going to ask you the question, do you think that this is the way that petrol burns inside a motor car engine? Please watch carefully. I'm about to set it on fire here. Et voila. Now, please look at this flame. Do you think that would make a car do 100 miles an hour down the motorway? No. Just look at the smoke. Yellow, smoky flame. Now, let's look here, children. Wood burning, yellow, smoky flame. You can't see, but it's smoky. Petrol burning, yellow, smoky flame. Candle burning, yellow, smoky flame. Now, to the chemist, that means, and I'm sure you can all agree, there is something similar about. And the similar thing is this. They all contain the element carbon. Carbon is very important. It's what this soot is made of. And I will show you, I can make some of this soot catch here, you see, onto our white surface there. I can wave my white basin here and show you soot collecting there. It is the same element, carbon, which is present in all of these. They have a similarity. You can't dispute that because they're burning in a similar manner. Now, that carbon, of course, is charcoal or soot. And just for your information, candle wax is made up of a mixture of compounds called hydrocarbons. Petrol, too, is a mixture of hydrocarbons, but it has smaller molecules. And wood is actually a carbohydrate. It also is slightly different, but nevertheless very similar in terms of combustion. Now, what I wanted to show you is how the chemist has enabled the fuel petrol to burn much more efficiently, and therefore how it burns inside a motor car engine. Now, for this purpose, I have bought a model of the inside of a motor car engine, and it's a tin can like this. this. Now, the reason why I've got a tin can like this is because inside the shape of a tin can is a cylinder. Now, inside every single motor car engine in the world, there are shapes like this which are called cylinders. And that is where the petrol burns. That's where the fuel burns. Inside the cylinder is a very tightly fitting piston which goes up and down inside the cylinder and is connected to a crankshaft which makes the engine go forward. However, I don't have a piston, I have a lid which fits on very tightly. However, for those of you who'd like to know, this is a piston from a real motor car engine. Every single motor car engine, lorry engine, bus, van, whatever burns a fuel, and they're called internal combustion engines, will have these things fitting very tightly inside cylinders, and they go up and down in a reciprocating linear motion, which by the genius of the engineer is converted to rotating motion to make the up and down movement to make things go round, and then the car engine can make the car move forward. So, what I'm going to tell you, that in a motor car engine, of course, the fuel goes in and then is ignited. Now, just for your information, inside a motor car engine, in petrol engines, we ignite the fuel with a spark plug, an electric spark. It's like a little miniature electric lightning flash. But in today's experiment, I, of course, will be igniting it with, there's a hole in the bottom here, there's a hole in the bottom there, and I shall be applying my light there. Now, what I wanted to tell you, and this is the key bit of information. If I were to ask you a question now, what is in this tin, you would be perfectly entitled to say, why, there's nothing in this tin, because it was full of paint, and now it's no longer full of paint. Of course, that's a correct answer. But from the point of view of combustion, from the point of view of burning, it is full of a most important commodity. And that, of course, is all around us. It is air. This tin is full of air, and I am now going to show you how the petrol burns differently when it is allowed to go inside that cylinder. So, we're going to now take our petrol here, we're going to take our teat pipette, and we're going to take pretty much the same amount, even that, just literally a few drops of petrol like that, and we're going to squirt them inside there. Now then, what we're going to do is put the lid on tightly, because the piston fits very tightly. There we are. Just make sure it's on properly, because the piston fits very tightly into the cylinder of a motor car engine. And I'm going to now hold this tin for just a few seconds. Now, while I'm holding this tin, the petrol which I put in inside as a liquid is undergoing a most important change. But it's not a chemical change. It's not burning. It's not changing into a different substance. It is actually undergoing a change of state. The petrol went in as a liquid, and now, after a minute or so, it has evaporated, and it has turned into a gas, and I will smell it. That smells pretty strong to me, and therefore that means that we shall be ready to conduct our next experiment. That means the petrol has evaporated and turned to a gas, and this is the important bit. It has now become fully mixed with the air. It has formed what we call an homogeneous system. And if we now apply our light to the bottom, please watch carefully and see if you can spot the difference, the color of the flame, or indeed the effect which is achieved when it catches fire. And there you are. As you see, I didn't quite see what happened, but the lid went high into the air. No, please, I am not here. Dear ladies and gentlemen, Do you clap every time you drive a car? No, but this is what all your clap. Now, I clap when I drive my cars because I fix them. You see, I drive old baggers and I have great fun driving them. And so I do have a reason to clap, you see, because I fixed it. So if it works, then I'm thrilled to pieces. But you see, inside a motor car engine, this reaction is going on thousands of times in a short space of a few minutes. And that, of course, if you said, can that make a car do 100 miles an hour? Yes, definitely. Now, I don't know, and this is the bit I wanted to tell you, it was the chemist. It was chemists who about 300 years ago recognized the hugely important value of air in the way that fuels burn. Now, I don't know whether any of you noticed the color of the flame down there. I noticed it, and I'm sure some of you may have. It was actually blue. Now, that blue flame which you saw is an invention of the science of chemistry. And dear children, the blue flame was invented by none other than the great Robert Wilhelm Bunsen, otherwise known as Bunsen. And here it is in my chemistry set from 1958, is a Bunsen burner. And the genius of the Bunsen burner was the air hole here. The gas went in at the bottom and it was mixed with air. Such a simple idea. And yet it revolutionized, it played a major role in the Industrial Revolution because it enabled us to burn fuels more efficiently. Every one of your gas cookers has a blue flame. Every single gas or oil-fired central heating system has a blue flame. All the flames inside every internal combustion engine are blue. And this is the sign of what we call complete combustion. There were very few people who had seen a blue flame before 1850, and none of them survived to tell the tale. And the reason being that they were all miners who were killed in mining accidents. And there were lots of mining accidents, and it was the great Humphrey Davy who used to lecture, who invented the miner's safety lamp. If you can imagine that flame there blowing in your face the size of a wall, you are not surprised that no one survived to tell the tale. So what I'm telling you today, thanks to the science of chemistry, we have discovered or invented, Robert Bunsen invented the blue flame, which is what we call in chemical terms complete combustion. There is no smoke, no yellowness, the combustion is complete.